sitting near a tree with you. There was nothing we could do. Those were the days. I remember shining shoes, drinking moonshine on the porch,
Singing the blues.
in my blue suede shoes. In my blue suede shoes.
Okay, so those are the days. So after Wales, we went out to New York and LA to do some writing with some other people, just to experiment writing with some other songwriters. This was written in LA, and it was an idea I had. I was just trying to, I didn't have any idea. You know when you go to a songwriting session, you want some ideas. I didn't have any, because we'd already done LA, we'd already written with James in Wales, so I was kind of like, I'd used up all my ideas, so I was trying to come up with ideas the night before.
Scraping the barrel.
Yeah, really scraping the barrel. And then I came up with like the idea for the verse of this.
We were so in love back then, those were the days. Those were the days of innocence, and we were so naive. You would lie down in the grass, all tangled up in me.
So you went in with a rough idea for a verse.
Went into, so we were in LA with guys like Jack Black.
Lindy Robbins.
Lindy,
Lindy Robbins, I remember that. Yeah,
and
yeah.
someone King.
He was like, reminded us of Tenacious D.
Yeah, he's like exactly like Jack Black. He'd worked with Jack Black, and he'd produced the Tenacious D album.
And the studio was up at the top.
In his house.
In his house, yeah, and you looked over LA, it was amazing.
Time was so much slower then, 7 turned to 17. And somewhere in the in-between, those were the days.
Anyway, so we're in LA and we wrote this really nice like duet, like
Lindy's great.
Simon and Garfunkel kind of duet. It was me and Danny singing it.
Yeah, I remember thinking Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, it was really cool. It just felt like it was different to everything else we had. And it was kind of a ballad, but not like a kind of bubble wrap type ballad. It was kind of a nice, chilled, acoustic kind of song. And then it was one that we all really liked. And we got out to Texas, and there was this other artist recording there.
Yeah, you started like recording the vocals for it, and it just wasn't feeling right because it was like a duet.
I basically couldn't sing it.
It was a duet for a guy and a girl as well, and it just felt weird you two singing it to each other.
And Tony, the guy who owns the studio, came in, didn't he, and said, "Oh, we've got this other girl coming in from Mexico. She's recording. Like, you should meet." And
Yeah, we'd hung out with her a couple of times, and we went into the studio she was recording and heard some of her stuff, and she had a really cool voice.
Yeah. And can you pronounce her name?
Jimena.
Jimena.
You would lie down in the grass, all tangled up in me. Always wasn't just a word, but something to believe. We had our entire lives to waste. Those were the days. Ooh, ooh. Those were the days. Ooh, ooh.
So we kind of just said to her, we're terrible at that as well. We're terrible at asking other people if they... probably because when we have in the past, they've gone, no, thank you. Don't try to be
Are you releasing it? Are other people going to hear
I don't want to be
it?
associated with your band, please. But she didn't know
She didn't know who we were, yeah.
She thought, oh, they're cool. They're a cool band. Little did she know. So we were like, oh, do you fancy coming and singing on this duet?
There she is.
Which was so cool of her, because she kind of said yes and she hadn't heard the song.
Those were the days. Ooh, ooh. Those were the days. Ooh, ooh. Those were the days.
She came in, and the funny thing was, yeah, you were kind of struggling with it a bit.
Well, the thing is, here's the thing. I think the reason why, the reason why I end
Why
up...
wasn't it him and Jimena?
Well, because you don't know
We
the,
don't want
the
you
bloody
singing
songs. I know.
anymore.
Well, the thing is, the reason why I end up singing on them is because you never learn them. You don't know the words or the melody, so I will end up singing like the rough vocal, and then it will just sound like I'm just more familiar with the song, and then so when you come to sing it, you don't really know it, and so when it came to teaching her the melody and teaching her the song,
That's true.
I was the one teaching it to her, so I ended up singing it.
For pictures from a photo booth, you were laughing, I was kissing you. Kissing you, God, I'm missing you. God, I'm missing you.
This was actually, I'd say, my favourite song from Sonic Ranch, because it was just one of those...
Just stop.
Because you're not singing on it.
Just one like that.
Because it was one of those situations where you already had a great song, and then it just followed this kind of path where, you know, we asked her, she said yes, but you didn't know whether she was going to be any good at singing or whether she'd suit it. She didn't even know if she would like the song, but it just worked perfectly, and her voice, I think you would struggle to find a more perfect voice for that song.
It was a real, her recording it in the studio, we were all there, weren't we, when she wasn't in the vocal booth, she was just in the middle of the live room, wasn't she?
Yeah, she had this effortless quality.
Yeah, it was just so perfect. It was a real kind of magic moment that kind of, it brought the song to life.
Yeah.
And I guess, you kind of realised the song was so much better with a male and female voice.
And then we went off and we were so inspired that we were like, we've got to make a music video for this. And so we went off into the desert and like shot a video of the two of you. And it was amazing. That all just happened in the space of like a day. And I can't wait for people to see that video as well, because it kind of...
It was one of those songs where we and it was all edited there. We had it like within 24 hours. We had the song recorded, a video, and we're like, what did we do with it? It's like perfect now. Like you just want to put it up and show people.
Nothing ever stays the same. Glad we didn't know it then. 'Cause we were so much younger then. Those were the days of innocence, and we were so naive.
So bonus week, this week, they released the video as well.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Ching, bonus week.
Probably ask Jimena.
Yes.
By the way.
Remember that video you made 8 years ago?
Remember us, McFly?
Me?
Yeah, so after that I researched you guys and yeah, I'm not cool with it, so.
Those were the days. Ooh.
Great. Nailed it.
Amazing.
Smashed
Lovely.
it. So
Really
quick
awesome.
as well.
I love it. So pretty. I really like this song. Love it.
Awesome.
Well, good.
Fucking great, well done. Serious.
Yay, yay,
Really cool.
yay.